We're here at the Millennium Stadium. Rugby League returns, a 5-day turnaround from last weekend's win over Hunslet, and it's the Halifax Panthers, the visitors, this evening. It's very, very hot and humid here at the Millennium Stadium. We're bound to have a great entertaining evening of Rugby League. In terms of team news, Rovers welcome Connor Jones back into the fold. He comes onto the bench for the injured Callum Turner. Josh Hardcastle starts in the centre. He replaces Darrell Alforts, with Gareth Gale moving out to the wing. And there's a debutant in there, Pat Moran, who joined midweek from Oldham on a 2-week loan. He takes his place on the bench. So Rovers line up with Akins at fullback. It's Gareth Gale, Josh Hardcastle, James Glover and Connor Wynn in the 3-quarter line. Ben Reynolds and Ryan Hampshire are the halfbacks. It's King Vuniyayawa, Will Jubb and Jimmy Beckett in the front row, with Brad Day, Clay Webb and skipper Danny Addy completing the 13. And on the bench for Paul Cook's men, it's Connor Jones, Pat Moran, Nathan Wild and Gadwin Springer. And for the Halifax Panthers, coached by Kyle Eastman, they've got Mark Nofaluma at fullback, Ben Tibbs, Ben Crooks, Alfie Johnson and James Saltonstall in the 3-quarter line. It's James Woodburn Hall and Jack Hansen at halfback. Brandon Douglas, Tom Inman and Will Colcutt are in the front row, with Owen McCarron, Adam Tangata and Maxime Jobet completing the 13. And on the bench for Eastman's men, it's Adam O'Brien, Nolan Tupaya, Jacob Fairbank and Liam Cohen. So we just await the teams coming out for this one. Such a hot evening here. It's reached highs of 30 degrees this afternoon. So a couple of statistics for you before the teams come out. Pat Moran on debut. He will be the 33rd different player to play for Featherstone in 2025 and the 17th to make his debut. The big front row forward. He's got Super League experience with Warrington. And most recently, plenty of championship experience. So in terms of head-to-head, well, Featherstone are on top against Halifax, especially at Post Office Road. Rovers have won 9 of our last 11 games against Halifax. And the last time Halifax won here was July 2017, so a good number of years ago since Halifax got one over on the Rovers. It's our 50th meeting with the Panthers in the summer era, 174 overall. Rovers 30 wins, Halifax 19. So tonight officially means that it's the start of the second half of the championship season. An indifferent first half for the Rovers, winning just one of 6. 1 win, 5 defeats in the opening 6. And then the next 6, it was 5 wins and 1 loss. So a complete turnaround. And Featherstone will be looking to continue their good league form this evening. Strange feel to the post-match last week. Paul Cook spoke about how frustrated he was, should I say, with his team performance. He used some strong words, clearly not happy with the way the team played against Hunslet, but they got the job done and got the 2 points. About the only positive, Paul Cook says, from that one. So just looking down Halifax's team lineup, one former flat capper in there, and that's Louis Jouffret. However, Louis Jouffret is not even in the 17 this evening. So the Rovers are out, led out by skipper Danny Addy, and Ben Crooks, the experienced centre, leads Halifax out. If you cast your mind back to last season, this fixture last season, Featherstone versus Halifax, there were some real good tries on the show in that one. And you would expect more of the same this evening. As Paul Cook said pre-match, two teams who play rugby a similar way, both like to play with the ball, promote the ball. And tonight, well, it's the perfect platform for it. A hard track, a dry track, a warm evening, plenty of flair on show. Look at Halifax's halfback, James Woodburn Hall, he's quality, wearing the number 6 for the Panthers. And of course, our halfback pairing of Ben Reynolds and Ryan Hampshire. We know exactly what those two guys can do with Caleb Aikins out the back at fullback. So Jack Hansen with the ponytail on. He's going to get us underway here at the Millennium Stadium. So Hansen's kickoff is caught by Ryan Hampshire, and King Vuniyayawa will take the first carry. Jub at dummy half. Brad Day on his 100th Featherstone Rovers appearance. Brad Day, what a player he's been over the years for the Rovers. Clay Webb now on this left-hand side. Good defence there from the Panthers. Will Colcott and Ben Crooks involved in that one. Addy at first receiver. Good footwork there from Danny Addy. Said see you later to Tom Inman. Job to Aikins. Always comes in centre field, Aikins, to take the pressure off the pack. That's the last tackle, so Job will go right to Hampshire. Hampshire puts boot to ball. It's a spiral kick. Nofaluma underneath that one, running across the line. Josh Hardcastle and Gaz Gale alert to that. Here comes James Saltonstall, the winger for Halifax. Very experienced, the wingman. Ben Tibbs. Halifax approaching halfway. Here comes Owen McCarron. And now the turn of Will Calcott, the prop forward. So the Panthers 40 out, last tackle. Looks as though they're going to come right here to Jack Hansen, the former Sheffield Eagle. He puts boot to ball. Connor Wynn's underneath it. No mistake from Wynn. Wynn goes down the outside, makes 10 metres. Can he go around Hansen? He's still in the field of play. He does very well eventually to stay in, does Connor Wynn. He looked for a second as though Jack Hansen might put him into touch, but the wingman does well, and here comes Clay Webb now to carry on the next play. Jubb at dummy half. Hardcastle coming in for the hard yards. Leg still pumping. Josh Hardcastle is tackled 5 metres short of halfway. Jimmy Beckett, good metres there from Beckett. 10 metres plus. He's got that great try last week, Beckett. Jubb goes down the short side to Hampshire. Hampshire miss out pass, finds Hardcastle. Hardcastle is met there by Alfie Johnson. That's a good tackle there from the Halifax centre. Last tackle, Hampshire. Crossfield kick up in the air. Reynolds is chasing it. Addy's also underneath it. Great work there from Ben Crooks. Very good work there from the Halifax centre. Towering kick from Hampshire. Cries for a penalty as James Glover goes into the tackle. I think it was around the chest though, no higher, so play Crooks with his second involvement in that set. Here comes McCarron now. Brandon Douglas. That's the last tackle. Better defensive set here from the Rovers. Halifax not getting out of their own 40. Hansen with the kick. That's a decent kick. Splits the winger and fullback. caught by Caleb Akins, who motors away and runs at Owen McCarron. Reynolds at dummy half finds Connor Wynn. Always looks to beat the first man, Connor Wynn. He's come up with an handling error there, though. Yeah, it was Connor. You can complain all you want, but that was a loose carry. You were looking for the offload. And play will be turned over. Halifax get the scrum. 30 metres out. So Halifax with the first attacking set. And it's a run from Nofo Aluma. Played at Salford earlier on in the season. Here comes Owen McCarron. Hinman at dummy half. Tangata running onto the ball, the back row forward. He's tackled by Hampshire and Day. Hinman comes to Douglas. Douglas charging towards the line. It's a penalty. Rovers offside. Now will Halifax get the scoreboard ticking over and take the 2 points? Ben Crooks over on this right-hand side was signalling to play on and keep it rolling. I think they're going to. Tom Inman, the hooker's got the ball in his hand. He's going to find Maxime Joby, I think, for the carry. Here is Joby. So Fax just a couple of metres away from the line. Inman out the back. It's a short pass to Owen McCarron. Good tackle there from Jimmy Beckett. Inman to Hansen. Hansen turns it in field to Will Calcott. Calcott turns in the tackle, almost forces his way over. Inman scanning at dummy half again, goes himself, Tom Inman. That's great defence there. Great defence there. King, Vuniyayawa and Caleb Akins. Hansen at first receiver, short pass to Tangata. It's good defences from the Rovers if they can keep Halifax out on this last tackle. Hansen puts a little chip kick, Glover's underneath it. It's going to be a try. It is a try. It's a try for Ben Tibbs in the corner. And Halifax get the game's first try, 4 points to 0 to the Panthers. James Glover unable to deal with that kick from Hansen. And Tibbs was there to say, thank you very much. So Fax lead by 4 points to 0. And a kick to come here from Hansen. Normally accurate with the boot. He steps, Jack Hansen, right-footed, it's good. Halifax lead by 6 points to 0. Here comes Nofaluma. Runs at Brad Day. Calcott runs in. Here comes Douglas. Inman at dummy half, goes down the short side. Here comes Tangata. Woodburn Hall. Gives it to Maxime Job. Jack Hansen with the kick. Connor Wynn does really well to take that one. Tibbs is there to tackle him, but Wynn stays in the field of play. Here comes Glover. Gaz Gale with the big carry. Makes a couple of metres post contact as always. Here comes Hardcastle. Addy tackled. 5 metres past halfway. Hampshire right-footed, pins it in the corner. Nofaluma underneath it. James Glover is there, does really well to meet him and make the tackle. So Halifax playing out from deep. Of course, they're leading by 6 points to 0. That early try from Ben Tibbs. Nofaluma, that's a great tackle there from Benny Reynolds. He's Saltonstall. Reynolds, Addy and Job involved in that tackle. Inman goes to Hansen. Hansen puts boot to ball. He's miskicked that one as Hansen. It's going to stay in though, so Gaz Gale has to collect it and try and make some ground. He's tackled by the Halifax defenders. 35 metres from his own line though, so a decent place to start the set for the Rovers, and that's a good first carry there from Hardcastle. Making 5 or 6 metres post contact. Hampshire at dummy half finds Brad Day now, who carts it down the middle. Jump to Reynolds. Reynolds. King Vuniyayawa. Reynolds turns it in field to Addy. Addy looks for McCarron. Good defence there though from Owen McCarron. Ben Reynolds right-footed into the corner again. Nicely measured kick. Nofaluma takes the ball and runs across the line. Beckett and Day with a little help from Ryan Hampshire eventually bring Nofaluma to the deck. Alfie Johnson now with the carry. Tangata away from dummy half. Brandon Douglas on the charge now. Here's Maxime Job. Last tackle, Hansen, a metre short of halfway, hoists the kick in the air. Connor Wynn underneath it, no mistake this time from Wynn. He's looking to take Tibbs on the outside. Can't take him on the outside, so gives it to James Glover, who will take the ball forward, and then Glover wins his side a penalty, a high tackle. And Hampshire finds touch. Here's Vuniyayawa. Hampshire in field to Day. Day running the ball forward. Rovers just made the first change. Springer on for Vuniyayawa. Reynolds with a short pass to Beckett. Beckett through the hole. Jimmy Beckett has a fullback to beat. Nofaluma makes the tackle, but a lovely pass from Reynolds there to Beckett. Reynolds again takes charge and then infield to Job. Will Job running at the line? Rovers inside the Halifax 10. Reynolds shows it to Beckett and to Springer. Goes out the back to Hampshire. Hampshire out the back to Akins. Rovers have got the numbers here. Akins with the pass. Gasgale with the finish in the corner. A walking finish. That was all about the shape and the execution there. Reynolds showing it to two middles. Out the back to Hampshire. Hampshire then out the back to Akins. Akins with a cut-out pass. And Gasgale was not going to miss that opportunity. And Rovers hit back. Gareth Gale in the corner. Hampshire at the line, Akins injecting himself in. Miss out pass to Gasgale. And it's an easy finish for the Rovers, number 5. And Rovers hit back, 6 points to 4 with a kick from Ben Reynolds to come. On the wing this evening, Gasgale. Played in the centre in recent weeks. So Reynolds to level the scores. Couple of metres in from touch. Looks decent, that one. Oh, it is. The crowd will tell you that. 6 points apiece. Ben Reynolds with the conversion. Converting Gasgale's try. We're all square. Hansen gets us back underway. It's a deep kick, Gasgale underneath that one, and then runs straight into the Halifax defence. Running straight at Woodburn Hall there. Good defence there from Halifax, stopping Springer in his tracks. Danny Addy runs forward, good metres from him. Job goes to Beckett. Beckett just runs straight. Addy finds Hampshire. Hampshire to Akins. Akins to Hardcastle. Hardcastle evades one tackle. Good metres there from Hardcastle. Ryan Hampshire, right-footed, puts a kick in the air. Nofaluma underneath that one. James Saltonstall tackled 30 metres from his own line. Ben Tibbs, the Halifax try scorer, stopped in his tracks by Clay Webb. Inman away from dummy half. Not a bad kick that from Inman. Short of the 20-metre line, but still not a bad kick. Here comes Hardcastle. Now Springer. Jump to Addy. Addy, oh, spots a gap, goes down the middle. Danny Addy. On the inside of Owen McCarron there was Addy. Job away from dummy half. Addy to Hampshire. Hampshire taking the line on. Tangata And Woodburn Hall eventually stop Hampshire. Refusing to be tackled though, the Rovers half-back. Reynolds with a little kick in behind. Nofaluma, good positioning. Good work there from the Halifax fullback. Here's Maxime Job. Hanson with the kick. Downfield, Akins deals with that one. So the next change for the Rovers, Connor Jones comes on at dummy half, replacing Will Jubb. Now, the referee didn't see that. I get that, I understand that. But if the ball comes out at that speed, in that direction, to me, there has to be an hand in there. Has to be. Anyway, play resumes. Woodburn Hall there is down, holding his neck. Play eventually resumes. Here comes Colcott. Gives it to Liam Cowan. Fax in a good position again. Hanson, short pass to McCarron. Inman finds Hanson, Hanson, short pass to Maxime Job. Inman to Hanson, here comes Woodburn Hall, out the back to Nofaluma, short pass, they're going to go in at the corner here at Halifax, yes they are. James Saltonstall finishes it off, good work there, over on that left edge. Nofaluma and Alfie Johnson involved. Both wingers have now scored for Halifax. Ben Tibbs with the first try, James Saltonstall with the second try, and Halifax hit the front again. They lead the Rovers by 10 points to 6 with a kick to come. So Jack Hanson right over on that far touchline side, looking to make 4 into 6. I think he's missed that one, he has. Drags it across the face of the post. So Rovers trail by 6 points to 10. Halifax, good value for their lead, play some decent stuff when they've got down this end. Featherstone yet to get into their groove. Hampshire gets us back underway. That's a deep kick, is that, from Hampshire. Caught by Ben Tibbs. Here's Leon Cowan. Will Colcott takes it forward. Hansen kicks it downfield. He splits Wynn and Akins. I think it might hang in, you know. It's going to go out eventually. So a 7-tackle set for the Rovers, but the pack have got to get back. Springer's got to get on his bike here and get back. He eventually does, and Connor Wynn makes 10 metres or so for his team. Good work there from the wingman. Gaz Gale, Rovers try scorer. Jones goes himself from dummy half, no options to his left. Pat Moran is on for his Rovers debut. Comes on for skipper Danny Addy in the middle of the park. Jones goes to Hampshire. Hampshire fancies a run himself. Good work there from Hampshire, good footwork. Set restart for the Rovers. Too slow from the Panthers. Reynolds turns it in field to Clay Webb. Jones finds Beckett. Beckett to Springer on the charge. Now Rovers can do 10 metres out. Springer plays the ball to Jones. Jones to Hampshire. Hampshire turns it to Gaz Gale, looking for his second try. He's tackled a couple of metres short on the line. Hampshire. Reynolds. Short pass to Moran. Pumping his legs, Pat Moran looking for the line. There's a penalty. Ball steal there on Moran, so Rovers with a fresh set on Halifax's line. Here's Beckett. Jones to Reynolds. Reynolds to Hampshire. Hampshire finds Akins. Akins can't make the most of the extra man there, the Rovers. Hampshire. Springer on the charge. Hampshire again. Akins out the back to Reynolds. It's a pass to Glover, who then finds Wynn. Wynn steps in. Wynn scores. Connor Wynn doesn't need a second invitation. Left foot step over the try line. It was a loose pass along the floor, dealt with by Glover. Glover then released Wynn. And he was always going to finish that one. The Rovers wingman. So we're back on level terms, 10 points apiece. Glover did particularly well there to take that from the floor. And then finding Connor Wynn, who just stood still in his tracks, left foot step, and then motored to the try line. So we're all square at 10 points apiece. And it's a chance here for Ben Reynolds to add the extras. And that's Connor Wynn's 12th try of the season. Certainly knows his way to the try line. Was the Rovers' top try scorer last season. And he'll fancy doing that again, I'm sure. So Reynolds in an almost identical place. Just on the other side, but he made no mistake with that conversion attempt. And you would say this is his favoured side for a right-footed kicker. Can he swing it round and in between the H's? That will put Rovers ahead for the first time this evening. Here we go, Reynolds, right-footed, looks good, it is good. Very, very good from the tee is Ben Reynolds. So Rovers lead by 12 points to 10. Hanson with the kick. Hampshire gives it to Moran. Good defence there from Halifax to force Moran back. A couple of metres, here comes Springer. Now Beckett. Gets through some work in the middle, does Jimmy Beckett. Pat Moran. Hampshire looking for the 40-20. Saltonstall traps it with his foot. Good work there from the Halifax winger. Nofaluma, big hit from Glover. Nofaluma bouncing off the tackle. Glover rags him to the ground. Good work there from the Rovers centre. Glover again involved in that one. Real good play there. Good work from Tibbs. But very good work from Glover again. Fairbank, short pass. Leon Coward charging through, last tackle. O'Brien finds Woodburn Hall. Woodburn Hall with the kick. Gasgale, easy for Gasgale. But Rovers pen deep inside their own half. Hardcastle. Here comes Day. Good yards there from Day. Gale. Here's Moran. A good defensive set this from Halifax. In fairness, Hampshire kicking from deep inside his own half, but that's a good kick there from Hampshire. Very good kick if it hangs in the field of play, which it's gonna. Very good kick from Ryan Hampshire. Saltonstall deals with it eventually for Halifax. There's Nofaluma. Nofaluma's given away a penalty. I think the referee has signalled for dissent. Oh, their coach killers them. Giving penalties away when you've got the ball. Inexcusable for me, you shouldn't be doing that. So Springer is back off. He's been replaced by Nathan Wild. Jones to Reynolds. Hampshire. Akins. Here's Glover. Gets on the outside of Crooks. Important tackle there from Tibbs. Wynn finds Akins. Here comes Wild. Rovers in Halifax's 10. Reynolds Goes himself. That's a big hit there from Jacob Fairbank. Jones gives it to Reynolds. Sloppy, sloppy. I think that's the word for it. So Halifax get the ball back. Sloppy end to the set there from the Rovers. Jones just hitting his own man with the pass. Here comes Crooks. And Saltonstall. Owen McCarron, good meters there from McCarron. O'Brien at dummy half. Comes down the short side, here comes Ben Tibbs, scorer of that first try. Rovers get men in the tackle, Glover, Reynolds and Wild. Tibbs finds his front, eventually plays the ball. Hansen finds Inman, pops it infield to Jacob Fairbank. Hansen with the kick. Connor Wynn underneath that one. Penalty for a ball steal. Ball steal on Connor Wynn. I think he might have got away with one there. Hampshire finds touch. Here comes Clay Webb. Oh, Connor Jones in the way. He's got Reynolds. Ben Crooks beats Reynolds to the ball. He'd have probably been better trying to go himself, Connor Jones. I don't think the pass was, but it was a high-risk play, let's say. Crooks was very close to Reynolds, and you always felt that if the ball was going to be travelling, which it's going to do when he's passing it, then Crooks would get there before the Rovers half-back. Would have probably been better just taking the tackle there, Jones. O'Brien finds Fairbank. Leon Cowan tackled bang on halfway, centre field. Tom Inman doing a stint in the middle of the field now, with O'Brien coming on at hooker. Hansen, 40 out, puts boot to ball. Akins is underneath it, makes no mistake, Rovers number one. And then steps Jack Hansen, finds his front. Plays the ball to Reynolds, who then finds Gale. Gale goes straight at Hansen. And Hansen is penalised for offside. Good work there from Gale, he spotted it. Hampshire finds touch. Here's Hampshire. Pat Moran on the charge. Hampshire, Brad Day. Reynolds, long pass looking for Wynn. Connor Wynn goes on the outside. Good defence, Glover. Glover takes a tackle, 10 out. Wynn finds Reynolds. Reynolds to Hampshire. Hampshire finds he's taking a line on himself. He's tackled. Reynolds, little kick in behind. Nofaluma's there. Nofaluma launching a counter. Rovers are going to get a penalty. Rovers are getting a penalty, late shot there. So 4.5 minutes remaining in his first half. Reynolds is going to try and tag on another 2 points. It's been a real seesaw game, this one. 2 tries apiece, Rovers leading. Thanks to Ben Reynolds' 2 conversions. It's been a game for the wingers. Gaz Gale and Connor Wynne scoring for Rovers. Ben Tibbs and James Saltonstall scoring for the Panthers. Reynolds now to make it 3 from 3 with the boot. No mistake from Reynolds, accurate as ever. Rovers lead by 14 points to 10. Hansen gets us back underway. Wicked kickoff. Hampshire gathers and gives it to Nathan Wild. Here comes Hardcastle. I'm not sure where we got 4.5 minutes from about a minute ago. I misheard it, it was 1.5, Jamie tells me. That's half time anyway. Rovers lead by 14 points to 10. It's been an entertaining game. Both sides have thrown the ball around. And as I touched up on just a moment ago, all the tries scored by wingers. Ben Tibbs and James Saltonstall for Halifax. Gaz Gale and Connor Wynne for Rovers. 2 conversions and a penalty goal from Ben Reynolds, who's been brilliant as ever with the boot. Sets it up nicely for the second half. Rovers lead Halifax by 14 points to 10. So the team's coming back out for the second half. The visitors, Halifax, the first out. Rovers lead by 14 points to 10. Gareth Gale and Connor Wynne with the tries. Ben Reynolds with 2 conversions and a penalty goal. And for Halifax, Ben Tibbs and James Saltonstall with the tries. And 1 conversion from Jack Hansen. So Hampshire's going to get us back underway. Big second half needed. 4-point lead, slender lead. Here comes Inman. Cowan, loose carry. And Rovers get the ball 40 out, and Beckett goes on the run himself, Jimmy Beckett. Good work there from the Rovers, number 10. Oh, well, that just sums it all up. The less said about that, the better. Nobody there at dummy half after Beckett made the 15-metre break. He plays the ball, and Halifax say, cheers, I'll have that one. That is just frustrating, that's the word. Frustrating. Gasgale with a big hit there on Alfie Johnson. O'Brien to Tangata. Fairbank to Hansen. Hansen out the back to Nofaluma. Oh, Crooks goes down the middle. Ben Crooks, a big chance here for Halifax. Hansen takes a pass. Hansen goes under the post. Halifax take advantage of that error and score the first try of the second half. And under the posts, Jack Hansen. Jack Hansen's going to have a chance to convert his own try to put Halifax ahead. 14 apiece, kick to come, should be no mistake from Ban Smack in front of the posts. Poor start to the second half, that one. Hansen, straight through the middle. Halifax lead, 16 points to 14. It's going to be one of them games, you feel. I don't think either team will run away with it. I think it'll probably go down to the wire. Of course, I'd love for Featherstone to run away with it. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? But I don't think that will be the case. It will go down to the final 10 minutes, I would imagine. Halifax bringing it back from the kickoff. Here comes Saltonstall in from his wing. Here's Tangata. Runs at Hampshire, his former teammate. Of course, they played at Wakefield together. O'Brien to Hansen. He does all the kicking for Halifax. Puts it high and deep. Connor Wynn underneath it. Wynn from centre field. Here comes Gale. Jones away from dummy half. Now Akins gives it to Nathan Wild. Reynolds out the back to Akins. Not down there from Ben Tibbs. Now Halifax will complain and say that the ball went backwards off Tibbs and then collected by Crooks. But it went forward, so Rovers will get the scrum. 35 metres out, so a promising position, an attacking position here, where Featherstone will look to regain the lead. 16-14 the trail to the Halifax Panthers. That try at the start of the second half from Hansen. Here's Akins. Nathan Wild. Reynolds with the step. Oh, that's a high shot. He's put his hand up. He's put his hand up. So the Halifax man penalised. I think it was Nofaluma, although I'm not too sure. Let's have a look. Yeah, I think it is. Is it just the footwork perhaps of Ben Reynolds that was pretty good? Yeah, it's more of a slap more than anything. I don't think there's any malice involved in that, to be honest. I wouldn't be shocked to see him go for 10 minutes, but it's certainly no more than that, I wouldn't say. He's calling Nofaluma out. I think there's no complaints it's a high tackle. It's just whether he decides that it's worthy of a yellow card. Let's see. I think he's called Captain Ben Crooks as well. I think that's fair. I think that's fair. The Rovers fans, of course, will boo, but I think that's probably a fair decision. I think this game's been played in good spirits. Neither team are dirty. There's no malice involved in it. I think that's the right decision. Although I wouldn't have grumbled had he gone to the bin. So Reynolds has a chance with the boot to make it 16 apiece. And almost instantly level the scores. So Reynolds, no mistake. It's caught by Nathan Wild. Here's Gale. Hardcastle. Pat Moran. Here's Akins. That's the last tackle. Rovers will kick on halfway through Hampshire. Hampshire, lovely kick that from Hampshire. Very good kick. Fine touch. Halifax will have to bring it out from their own 10. Timms with the offload to Ben Crooks. Finally poised this game, 16 apiece. A missed kick there from Tom Inman, but it still finds the ground and finds some metres. Akins collects. Good work from Caleb Akins. Rovers almost start the set on halfway, just 8 metres away from there. Here comes Hardcastle. Good run that from Josh Hardcastle. Very good run from Hardcastle. Here's Reynolds to Nathan Wild. Hampshire digs at the line, finds Reynolds. Here comes Akins. Akins to Gale. Gale tackled here on this right hand side. Hardcastle. Reynolds to Hampshire. Pat Moran on the charge. Last tackle, Hampshire. Short pass to Wild. Wild, can he get over? He's tackled just a metre short of the line, but not a bad place at all to turn the ball over. Halifax will have to charge a long, long way. Here comes Crooks. Saltonstall with the run. Good tackle there from Connor Jones. Textbook tackle. Woodburn Hall. Long pass to Tangata, who's found himself on the wing. Steps in field, does Tangata. Last tackle. Woodburn Hall with the kick. High in the air, Akins underneath it. No mistake there from Caleb Akins. Hampshire dummy half. Hardcastle coming in for some work, as he always does. Hard and direct. Connor Wynn. A real handful. 3 defenders eventually get him down. Reynolds looking for a 40-20. It's a good swing that from Reynolds. Needs a bounce. Oh, it favours the Halifax wingman. Almost a perfect kick, that one. Here's Nofaluma. Gets through plenty of work at fullback, does Nofaluma. Has to be said. Of course, the Featherstone fans will say he's lucky to still be on the pitch. Probably is. Woodburn Hall with a short pass to McCarron. Here's Douglas. Douglas on the charge. It's the last tackle. O'Brien finds Hansen. Hansen hoists the kick in the air. Wynn underneath it. Wynn does well. It's a good chase out from Halifax, but they're offside. So Rovers get a welcome penalty. Halifax offside from the kick. So Hampshire finds touch. As King Vuniyayawa is back on for the Rovers. He replaces Pat Moran, who's had an impressive first outing. Busy in the middle of the field. Pat Moran here on a 2-week loan initially from Oldham. Here comes Vuniyayawa. Reynolds, short pass. Jones finds Akins. Glover to Wynn. Wynn steps inside, looks for clear space. Connor Wynn. Here's Hampshire. Finds Day. Brad Day for the line. Is he over? He is. Brad Day is over. Brad Day scores in his 100th Rovers appearance. Big try. And he has a knack of scoring big tries. Does Brad Day. And he's got another one there. That puts Rovers 20 points to 16 in the lead, and a kick from Ben Reynolds to come. And with the way he's kicking, you would imagine he'll probably slot this one over. Lovely play from Hampshire at the line, and the determination there from Brad Day to get over and put Rovers ahead. Big try, that one. So Reynolds has the opportunity to turn 4 into 6. So Reynolds steps up, no mistake. Rovers lead by 22 points to 16. 6-point lead. Hansen gets us back underway. Here's Vuniyayawa. Good run there from King. Here's Beckett. He's got through a mountain of work. Made a great impact. Been outstanding in the middle of the field as Beckett. Vuniyayawa to Hampshire. Here's Hardcastle. Here's Akins. Gets the offload away, Hampshire. Hampshire takes a tackle. Centre field, it's the last play. Reynolds with a little chip in behind. It's dealt with by Crooks, dealt with well by Crooks actually. Here's Saltonstall, comes in for some work. Woodburn Hall. Inman finds Douglas. There's Gale. Hardcastle. Hampshire pops it up to Beckett. Hampshire with a little kick into the corner. Traps Saltonstall in there. Here's Nofaluma. He's a handful, the Halifax fullback. Nofaluma. Here comes Douglas. Shrugs off two and then offloads, but only offloads to Connor Jones. And Rovers immediately on the attack. Here's Vuniyayawa. Jones away from dummy half again. Hampshire to Beckett. Jones, Hampshire. Akins, Gasgale in the corner. Gasgale with the finish. Gasgale with the try. Rovers go back to back on this right edge, and Gasgale gets his second of the evening. Lovely finish in the corner. Lovely play in the build-up. As you can see on the replay, some lovely hands. Hampshire delaying the pass, releasing Akins. Akins times his pass to perfection. Gale times his run to perfection. And it's a good finish. And that's a big, big try, because it puts Featherstone 2 scores in front. And Reynolds has an opportunity to put Rovers 12 points up. So can he keep his 100% record with the boot? You wouldn't bet against it. He really is a top goal kicker, Ben Reynolds. Right-footed. I don't think he's got that one. Can't get enough whip on it. So the score remains 26 points to 16. Hansen gets us back underway. There's Vuniyayawa. Gale. Here's Hampshire. Hampshire with the pass to Brad Day. Here's Akins. Hampshire puts boot to ball. Nofaluma takes a drive in. Good defence there from the Rovers. Very good defence. Connor Jones, Brad Day and King Vuniayao are involved in that one. Ooh, it's a big hit that from Nathan Wild. Hansen finds Nofaluma. Nofaluma, big hit there from Connor Wynne. Very big hit. Hansen finds Inman. Inman out the back to Nofaluma. Here comes Tangata. Tangata gets on the outside of his man. Here comes Alfie Johnson. Johnson pops it in field to Saltonstall. Rovers do well. Rovers do very well. And led by Gaz Gale. The Rovers force Saltonstall into touch. Great work there from the Rovers right-hand defence. Gaz Gale's had a good evening. Here's Hardcastle. Addy to Reynolds. James Glover gets past halfway. Addy, good work there from the Rovers skipper, back on from the subs bench. Hampshire was looking for Reynolds out the back, he wasn't there, so Hampshire takes a tackle himself. Addy. Here's Vuniayao. Last tackle, Jones. Looking for options. Akins to Addy. Now Hampshire. Hampshire pops it up to Hardcastle. Hardcastle. It's the last tackle. Hardcastle's going to take the tackle. Lacking a little bit of direction there on the last play. Here comes Nofaluma. It's a penalty. Hansen finds touch. Rovers need to roll the sleeves up here. Alfie Johnson with the carry from the restart. O'Brien, long pass to Inman. Inman out the back to Hansen. Woodburn Hall throws a dummy. Still going is Woodburn Hall. O'Brien finds Inman. Woodburn Hall finds Tangata. Good defence there from the Rovers. That's the last play, just one more to defend. Hansen hoists the kick. Good work there from Connor Wynne. Play on, he's going to do really, really well to get out of there, is Wynne. Tremendous work there from Connor Wynne. Here's Glover. Edwin Springer back on, and his first carry. Makes some good meters. Jones away from dummy half, makes another 10 metres or so. It's the last tackle. Reynolds to Hampshire. Hampshire puts boot to ball. It hangs in the air. Nofaluma underneath it. Nofaluma runs across the line and then finds Woodburn Hall. Woodburn Hall. Good work there from Gaz Gale. I said he'd been impressive, he really has. But Woodburn Hall looks like he's struggling, looks like he has some sort of injury. Looks like his leg gone underneath him. So there's a stoppage in play while James Woodburn Hall is assessed. Doesn't look good for Woodburn Hall, this. Not good for the Halifax Panthers, because if there's any hope of a comeback, they would want Woodburn Hall on the pitch. Plenty of skill, highly talented. Limps off with a leg injury. Helped by the backroom staff off the field. So play resumes. O'Brien. Inman to Hansen. Hansen, bit of space here for Halifax, loose pass. Halifax eventually pick it up. Hansen, Inman, Addy shoots out the line. Big hit there from Danny Addy. Eventually, he gives a penalty. He's not giving it for the high tackle though. I don't think it was a high tackle, just for the record. So Hansen finds touch. Crooks with the quick tap, too quick for the referee. Here's Colcutt. It's a penalty for Halifax. High tackle. So the Panthers have back-to-back penalties. The referee having a word with the captain. Play will resume eventually with Adam O'Brien. O'Brien with a tap. Here comes Colcutt. Good defence there from the Rovers. Very good defence. Inman, short pass. Maxime Job. Here's Tangata. O'Brien. Job at dummy half. Here's Hansen. Finds Nofaluma, knocked on by Crooks. Knocked on by Crooks. High fives all round for the Rovers. (26 points to 16, the score remains. Rovers with the ball 10 metres from their own line. Hardcastle, he's been impressive. He got through plenty of workers, Hardcastle. So was his mate Gaz Gale at the side of him. Gadwin Springer with the drive, good work from him. Will Judd back on for Connor Jones, who showed some spark off the bench as Jones, as he often does. Hampshire, taking the line on Ryan Hampshire. Can he break away from Nolan Tapia? He can't. Addy just cart the ball forward. And a great kick there from Ryan Hampshire, just buying his team some time. Rovers lead by 10. Inside the last 10 minutes. Two big tries in that second half. Brad Day on his 100th Rovers appearance. And Gaz Gale crossing for his second. Here's Tangata. Hansen finds Inman. Inman with the pass to Crooks. Big hit from Springer. Was it late? It was late. Of course, he was waiting to see if there was any advantage. And there wasn't. So he's now blown for the penalty. Gadwin Springer with a late tackle. Hansen with a poor kick, failed to find touch, lands in the hands of Connor Wynne. And Connor Wynne says, thank you very much, I'll eat 20 metres. Here comes Glover. High shot there on Vuniyayawa. So Brad Day, just a note on him, 100 matches tonight, 43 tries, which for a back rower is pretty good going. 43 tries in 100 appearances. Very good stat. So Hampshire finds touch from the penalty. Into the final few minutes, Rovers will just want to see this one out. Jimmy Beckett announced the man of the match, and rightly so. Colossal in the middle of the field. Playing some real good rugby for Paul Cook's team is Jimmy Beckett. Here's Addy. Pops it up to Vuniyayawa. Oh, lovely from Reynolds. Surely he's been taken out there. The ref's going to give it. Yeah, he is, and rightly so. Reynolds with the kick. Akins was charging down the middle. He was going to collect the ball and stroll in for the try. He was taken out by the Halifax man. And that's going to be a penalty. And you would imagine that Ben Reynolds will just say, yeah, I'll take my time, I'll take the 2, and I'll put us 12 points up and guarantee us victory in the dying stages. You would presume that's what he will do. And Clay Webb's put the ball down ready for him. Smart play though from the Rovers. And had Halifax not given away the penalty, it would have been interesting to see if the Rovers had have scored. So Ben Reynolds just missed a 1 conversion attempt. Can't see him missing this one. And he doesn't. Rovers lead 28 points to 16. 12-point lead. That will be that, you would imagine. Nofaluma goes deep. Bounces over Brad Day. Smart kick-off. Halifax will get it back. Of course, trailing by 12 points. We'll need something like a miracle to come back from this with the time that's left on the clock. Calcott gets the ball. He'll play it to Adam O'Brien. Hansen, out the back to Inman. Nofaluma, looking to force his way through. Good defence there from Brad Day once more. Hansen to Crooks, Crooks gives himself up. The ball comes free and it's a counter, and James Glover, has he got the pace? Tibbs is chasing him. Glover's going to go. Glover's going to score. He has got the pace. And he walks over the line and puts the ball down and then boots the ball into some back garden in Post Office Road. But James Glover seals a victory for Featherstone Rovers. And he's enjoying his rugby, scoring some tries, is Glover. And that secures victory indeed. 32 points to 16 with a kick to come. James Glover with the try. And Rovers get the crucial 2 Betfred Championship points here at the Millennium Stadium on this Friday evening. It was a real tough encounter for probably 50-55 minutes. Rovers just pulled away towards the back end of the second half. Big victory, this one. And there goes a full-time hooter. We know that Rovers have won. What we don't know is whether it will be 32-16 or 34-16. We're going to find out pretty soon as Reynolds steps up. And just drags it across the face of the goal. So the full-time score, Rovers win 32 points to 16. A very good back end of the second half. Halifax hit the front at the beginning of the second half with a try from Jack Hansen. But Rovers put the foot on the gas and raced away to claim the 2 Betfred Championship points. Jimmy Beckett announced as man of the match. Special mentions for Gaz Gale as well, who scored 2 tries this evening, 2 crucial tries, and of course a big shout out to Brad Day on his 100th Rovers appearance, cross for a try. It's finished here at the Millennium Stadium. Featherstone Rovers 32, Halifax Panthers 16.